Today we're diving into the art of aerial video. So whether you're a seasoned content creator or just getting started, nailing your aerial video can make all the difference in creating engaging content. So what exactly is aerial? Well, essentially it is the primary footage of a person talking directly to the camera. It's your main narrative, or in a sense, it's your direct line to your audience. So in this video, I'll guide you through the process of crafting, I want to say, perfect aerial, from scripting to filming to editing. Let's get it. Now, the challenge the challenge many creators face is making their aerial itself stand out. We've all seen videos with bad lighting, distracting backgrounds, or even people with monotone delivery. These issues can turn viewers away typically, but don't worry, because with the right tips and tricks you can overcome these challenges and start creating aerial content that actually captivates your audience. This shouldn't be too much of a surprise for you, because you know that retention is what drives videos and you want to make people stay on your video longer than normal, right? Okay, first things first, preparation is key. So write a script, or at least an outline of the main points you're trying to get across. Now, this will help you keep your videos focused and ensure that you don't forget important details. You want to take your audience through a scenario. You want to teach your audience something. You want to convey a message so that they could then take it in, interpret it, and then, engage. Now, once that's complete, practice your delivery to sound more natural and confident, of course. Think of this like a rehearsal for a play. The more you practice, the more comfortable and authentic you'll be, or I should say appear on camera. Like, to be honest with you, you're not going to be perfect at it, and also you have to remember that you're trying to convey a message, and to actually be on point with your message, you have to be engaging, you have to be upbeat, you have to actually, make the viewer feel as though this is a story, lesson, or tutorial worth learning or worth listening to. So practice, and then practice some more. Next up, let's talk about lighting, right? So good lighting is crucial for any video. So for this instance, I want you to try imagining you're reading a book in a dimly lit room. So it's straining and unpleasant, right? Because you're trying to read the book, but you can't actually make out the words, and it's like a little uncomfortable as well. The same applies for your video. Natural light works great, but if that's not an option, invest in some softbox based lights and a ring light if possible. I want to say video focus lighting, like, okay, it has brands like Amaran, Aperture, GVM, Godox. There's a lot of different video focus lights out there that you could pick up for cheap, and for the most part they are beginner friendly. Clearly in this video, based off my setup, I'm the main focus point, right, in the video, even though I'm somewhat far away. Me personally, I like the setup. So you see a little bit of my computer there, you see a little bit of my style as well in the room, so this gives towards personality, but everything is lit according to how I want it to be lit, right? Okay, so I want to talk about the position of the camera. You would want to position your camera at eye level and use a tripod to keep it steady. There's also a couple other things you need to keep in mind. Now, there's usually 3 different layers when it comes to one's position to camera. There's a close-up shot, there's a medium shot, and then there is that wide angle shot. So typically this is more of a wide angle shot. It's not really medium. You could see my room, or my space. You can see, for the most part, everything that's in here. For instance, if you want to be up close and personal with your audience, you can do that by actually, just bringing the camera closer to you. So maybe your audience might feel like, it's more personal. If you want to go for that medium shot where, like, you're not too close, but you're not too far as well, and you're comfortable with that, how that looks, that's also an option. And then you could go for the full wide angle shot. Like, the full wide angle shot, I don't have issue with it. I like the look of it. That means, like, you guys see more of my personality, more of my space. So it's like, maybe this will give you guys ideas on how you want your own setup to look like. Another thing is you need to invest in a good microphone. So this is essential for clear audio, because if the audience can't hear you most of the time, but they can see you, it makes no sense because like your message is not getting across. Understandably, right? Now, once that's done, you want to pay attention to your framing and your background. You want to be centered in your frame with a clean and non-distracting background. So I want you to think of your background as your stage for your performance, right? Your YouTube performance. I want you to actually find a spot, a little area in your house, in your apartment, or if you have the money to actually rent out a studio, you could do that, right? Find a spot. Pay attention to your framing. You want to be in the center of the frame. Pay attention to your background. You want to create some depth in the background. Then dress up your background based off your brand. If you're a tech reviewer, tech YouTuber, a gamer, or whatever, have the stuff that's related to your niche in the background. Simply put. Also add some other stuff that's related to your personality in the background without it being too overwhelming. Now, I want to talk about delivery because this is very important when making YouTube videos itself. It took me a while to actually learn how to talk to camera because, talking to the camera itself, I said it before, but bro, talking to the camera takes time and you're not going to learn this overnight. Now, I want you to try your best to learn how to speak clearly and with energy. The energy part takes time because for the most part and for most people, they're not, they're not energetic with it. Even myself, I'm not really energetic. I'm more of a laid back person. So I want you to try your best to imagine yourself at dinner or at a dinner party for that matter, trying to share stories, right? You're trying to share exciting stories to the people that's eating with you, right? So you won't be mumbling or speaking like a robot because that would be boring, right? No, listen to your stories. So you want to try your best to vary your tone. This keeps things interesting. Add pauses. Try to use natural gestures that's comfortable for you to use. If you can't use natural gestures, put your hands down and just speak to the camera, or lean in forward for if you're trying to make a point or emphasize something, or it all depends, I should say. But the thing is, the whole point is that you need to get comfortable in this space. Just remember, right? You're having a conversation with your audience, right? You want to make it engaging. You want to try your best to smile, make eye contact with the lens, right? And then you want to convey enthusiasm. You're actually excited about what you're trying to share with them. Your energy will translate through the screen itself and keep your viewers engaged. Because why? You're engaged, they will feel your engagement, something like that. And then, you have that connection for the most part. Now, let's get into editing. So, first thing first, as always, you would want to cut out any long pauses or mistakes to keep your pace lively. Okay? Flow is important when it comes to editing, and having long pauses in your videos can make for a bad showing. Also, you would want to get rid of all the ums, the uhs, and all the other little slurs that you would say. Also, breathing is important as well. Sometimes in between video edits, or I say in between sentences, I might take a breath, and the microphones, they actually pick up that. So unless when you breathe you don't really make a sound, that's okay. But if you do, then you would want to take that out as well. Next, add text overlays for emphasis and background music to set the mood. You don't want to let the music overpower your voice because balance is key when it comes to delivery. When you put it all together, you get a polished, professional looking A-roll that keeps your viewers hooked. It's all about preparation, the right setup, and confident delivery. And there you have it. Crafting great A-roll video takes some practice, but with these tips, you're well on your way to creating content that resonates with your audience. So grab your camera, set up your lights, and start filming. If you guys found the video helpful, I think YouTube is indicating that you should watch this video next. Give it a go and let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.